7:40, time to focus on business reporter Richard Southern joining us this morning. And Richard, say it isn't so. Bubble wrap will no longer pop? What's that all about?
Can you believe this? This is shocking news this morning. We love playing with it, don't we? When you're moving, you have bubble wrap or you get a package, you love popping it. But yeah, Sealed Air Corporation, they make bubble wrap, and they are announcing this morning that they're coming out with a new version. The packaging now going to be sold in flat sheets that you sort of inflate yourself. It looks the same as regular bubble wrap, but yes, the bubbles do not pop when pressure is applied, taking the fun away from bubble wrap. We joke about this. It's actually big business. Protective packaging is a $20 billion a year business. So yeah, bubble wrap changing for the worse, I think. All right, take a look at this. The trailer for the new Steve Jobs movie is out this morning, and it's actually causing a lot of controversy. This is the movie that's been adapted from Walter Isaacson's novel called Steve Jobs, and Jobs himself here is played by Michael Fassbender, and a lot of people are saying that Fassbender looks nothing like the actual Steve Jobs. Sure, he has got the turtleneck on and the circular glasses, but a lot of people say, no, it doesn't really look much like Jobs. There's also a lot of talk about how this trailer paints Steve Jobs in a very negative light. You see him, berating some Apple engineers, and it also shows him and his one-time girlfriend fighting over the paternity of his daughter, where he says, no, she's not my daughter. So a bit controversial, but it is the second movie about Steve Jobs in 2 years, so it certainly shows a lot of interest in the former Apple CEO. And sticking with Apple, if you held off on buying that iPhone 6, waiting for the next model, well, you might be a bit disappointed. We're getting a look at what we think are pictures of the iPhone 6s, which is probably coming out in the fall. Apple site Mac 9 to 5 putting these pictures out, and the metal cases make it look as if this new phone is going to be the same size and thickness as the current model, and rumors that the iPhone 6s would have a dual lens camera also appear untrue, as there's just one hole for the camera lens. Apple stock coming off a gain of about 1% yesterday. It's above $126 this morning. A small gain for Bay Street. Ted, though, they're factoring in a big sell-off for oil, which happened yesterday. Well, Canadian stocks were closed. Crude down more than 4% yesterday, but it is tracking a little bit higher this morning. How upset are you about the bubble wrap story, Ted?
I'm okay with it, but I know my kids will miss it because they really certainly enjoy snapping those bubbles.
Well, it's a big stress reliever. You're stressed out after a long day at work.
Exactly.
Little bubble wrap.
Good stuff. Thank you, Richard. That's our business reporter, Richard Southern, reporting this morning. You can hear Richard on 660 News at 26 and 56 after the hour.